guys. Okay. Hi guys. The big highlight we're looking into today is my sister's singing for a Big Talk with Big High series. So the first question is who is who is Cian Saya?
Wow, who is Cian Saria? Well, who is me? Who am I? That's a big question. I don't even know how to answer that sometimes when it's like for a job interview. But I guess a few things about myself. I am in my early 20s. I'm in my 4th year of college. I studied child and youth care. That's not early childhood education. It's more on like social work, specializing with children and youth within like the problem society, such as homelessness, dysfunctional families, mental health challenges and disabilities, just the people that are not usually cared for in society. That's where I'm working and wanting to work after I graduate. I don't know what else to say. I'm a Christian. Yeah, that is a huge part of my identity. It frames everything that I would like to do in the future and what I want to do today. I don't know what else to say. I love neutral colors. I like brown and green and orange and yellow, like fall colors. I study abroad. I don't know, but who am I? That's a huge question. It's a big question. Do you have specific questions you want to ask?
Oh, sure. I think. Fine. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't also prepared for this. I didn't even think for another extra question. Okay. What do you do in your free time?
Oh, that's a good question. It does define what a person likes. Nice. What do I do in my free time? It's hard for me to find free time. So I usually try and occupy my schedule, like different things. If I'm not doing schoolwork, or if I'm not like resting to do the next thing, I'm just doing like something that I need to do. I don't know. I have a lot of schoolwork, and then this is my AirPod case. I like to be intentional when I hang out with people, but like if I'm tired and I just have free time to myself, usually that happens when I'm commuting. So I read a book or I just stare at everything. I just don't think. I don't like thinking when I finally have free time. So I just do whatever that doesn't require thinking. Yeah.
Wow. And you're ready for the second question?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you? How's the going?
How am I holistically? So how am I physically, emotionally, mentally, that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Physically, I've only been able to regain my energy, like my strength, because I'm on my reading week for school. So I don't feel the pressure of deadlines, and that impacts my health a lot. But the week before, I was very stressed and pressured, and I had like pimples here, here. But now it's going away, which is great. And I was very like tired. I was always wanting to go to sleep every time I hit the bed. But now I'm regaining my energy. So there is that. That's how I am physically. Emotionally, I think I'm at peace. There are definitely times when I'm very frustrated or I want to cry or I get really overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is usually a feeling that I experience the most, but God has been teaching me what it means, like how it looks like to truly rest in the peace that He gives that surpasses all understanding. Because there are going to be different things in our lives that are just filled with conflict and where we see ourselves fall short as individuals, and then we just have to continually learn to place our trust in Jesus in these different aspects. So like emotionally and mentally, it's like I'm at peace, but that doesn't mean like I don't feel emotions. But then like when it gets like really out of control in my head, then it's like a continual cycle of going out of control, then placing my trust in Jesus in this situation, then I'm at peace. But then I still feel like the struggle of walking through it, but now I'm more confident, feeling like I'm going to get out of the situation that I'm going through because I have God, but I'm still like struggling to get through that. But I'm at peace at the same time. Like I'm okay, I'm very okay, but I'm also not okay. That is how I'm doing.
Wow. Okay. The third question, I think it might be hard or it's not hard, but okay. The third question is, are you truly proud who you become?
Am I proud of who I have become? I think that a lot of back then I would get really frustrated because I didn't like how I was. I was very adamant on wanting to change, and I felt very frustrated because I couldn't change until I truly accepted Jesus and went to Him and sought after Him. That I really did change for the better, and still changing for the better. There were so many things in me that I wanted to improve. I wanted my heart to change towards so many different things. But every time I depended on myself for that stuff, like it always fell short. I would get very frustrated and really sad that I couldn't change and things are just going to continually be as they were. But then when I finally sought after Jesus and accepted Him as my Lord and Savior and really truly understood what that meant, my life started to change for the better, and it is still changing for the better. And it's God that's like working in me to become the woman that He wants me to be. So if I'm proud of anyone, it would be God. I still think I'm a person who's very flawed and imperfect, and I have so much to work on. But I'm just grateful to God that He is working in me for His will and His pleasure, and I just have to do my part in loving Him with my whole heart. So I think I'm grateful for how far God has brought me. I'm also very thankful for my parents who have also influenced how I am, and my friends and my sister. I can't attribute it to myself, who I am now.
I'm the little sister, y'all. Just kidding. Okay, the fourth question is, are you too hard on yourself? Is it often or sometimes? Why?
Mm, I think during the pandemic, I had a very big transition in being too hard on myself. Like I was very self-condemning. Like I would punch myself up for not doing things right in school, not doing things right in life. Anything small that I could have done that was a mistake, I would feel very upset with myself. Like I would say, like I hate myself. I I should be like that. Why am I like that? So a lot of hate towards myself, a lot of condemning. Um, but yeah, the pandemic has really put me in like the most wild situations and circumstances that my dependency and strength shifted to God. It's always like trying to cling to Him. I'm not perfect. I don't do that very well. But it's depending on God and understanding His mercy and His character and how gracious He is. I was able to understand how I could approach situations better. So I when I make a mistake for school, like I'm not as hard on myself anymore for that. But like for other aspects in life, I'm still learning not to be too hard on myself. It's like I need to take a moment to think things through and not to believe the lies of the enemy and the lies that I've believed for a really long time. So if to answer the question, if I'm too hard on myself, that's my tendency. I was very hard on myself and I still am in some areas of my life, and I'm learning not to be. Thank you.
So the fifth question is, what are you most grateful for in life?
That's a beautiful question.
Thank you.
There are many things I'm grateful for. I don't want to be typical, but I'm very thankful for God. I think I'm very grateful for I know it's very like ironic, but I'm very thankful for the past year and a half, and how we had to stay home and be forced to really focus on what's important in life. I think that was the kind of discipline that a lot of us, and especially me, that was what I needed. And so I think I was very grateful for that time in my life, because it fixed my perspective on things and it made me look towards God and then see everything else through that lens and what was important to me and how I could approach things. Showed me what I ought to be grateful for in life. Sorry. Yeah, to be content. Yeah, that's what I'm most grateful for at the moment. But I'm very grateful for everything He showed me that I should be grateful for grateful for during the pandemic, and that's like the importance of fellowship or community in and having a really strong support system. So through family and through friends and brothers and sisters in Christ and church, and being intentional even though it's hard, but being grateful for the people who are already there and to enrich my relationships. And I'm grateful for the little moments that I get to spend with God, the quiet moments. I'm very grateful for school and how I am studying what I want to do, what I'm very passionate about. I'm very grateful for pretty things like shadows against the wall, or like a really good cup of coffee, or plant, or I don't know, just the little gifts that I've also accumulated, the little moments. I'm so grateful for the times that I got to enjoy nature as well and truly see God's creation and walk amongst it. Yeah, very grateful for a lot of things, and without what happened in the past 2 years, I wouldn't be very grateful for these, as grateful as I am for these things.
Wow. If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
Wow, that's a very deep question.
Thank you. First question is, who is Sophia Saria? Ooh.
This is a interesting question to answer.